How you see a situation and your reaction to it determines where you are in your walk with God. Because 12 men, one per tribe, went into the land of milk and honey, the promised land, to spy it out, and only 2 came back with a good report. But they all saw the same thing. So in Numbers chapter 13, verse 27, then they told him and said, we went to the land where you sent us. It truly flows with milk and honey, and this is its fruit. Because they brought back figs and grapes and stuff. Nevertheless, the people who dwell in the land are strong, and cities are fortified and very large. Moreover, we saw the descendants of Anak there, which are the giants. The Amalekites, dwell in the land of the south. The Hittites and the Jebusites and the Amorites, I'm not pronouncing that right, dwell in the mountains, and the Canaanites dwell by the sea and along the banks of the Jordan. Then Caleb quieted the people before Moses and said, let us go up at once and take possession. He is ready, for we are well able to overcome it. But the men who had gone up with him said, we are not able to go against the people, for they are stronger than we. Now, think of the mindset that they both have. Caleb and these other men, Caleb and Joshua, and versus the other man, they all saw the same thing. Mind you, when Caleb is talking to them about that, and they say, we, who already told them that they are with them? God. He is in the we. But the men who had gone up with him said, we are not able to go up against the people, for they are stronger than we. They're thinking solely about themselves and their ability. And they gave the children of Israel a bad report of the land which they had spied out, saying, the land through which we have gone as spies is a land that devours its inhabitants, and all the people whom we saw in it are men of great stature. Tall, big men. There we saw the giants, the descendants of Anak come from giants, and we were like grasshoppers in our own sight, and so we were in their sight. Now, I talked to my small group about, we read this chapter together, and were they exaggerating to instill more fear? Or let's just say, they were a lot bigger than the numbers that we've seen, 8-9 feet tall, because grasshoppers tiny. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they were trying to push their fear off on everybody else, and which in fact did instill fear within the whole congregation of the Israelites, and they refused to enter the promised land that God had already told them that was for them, but yet they let these 10 men instill fear, which was whispering all throughout the congregation. And because of those 10 men, and their refusal and their complaining and their rebellion, they did not get to see the promised land except for Caleb and Joshua from that generation. And that's what I see a lot, is a lot of people instill fear, not just good sound advice, but they instill fear to get us off track from our purpose to where we are supposed to be doing something for the kingdom of God. But because of that fear, we backtrack, because fear shows we don't trust the Lord. It comes, trust me, I've been through it recently. But we have to remember all that he's already done for us. He got them out of Egypt. He got them through the Red Sea. He got them through so much. They got to this point, and all of a sudden they don't trust God. That's because they're not following God. When they went into the promised land, this is how you have determine how you have a relationship with God, is you see something and you ask God about it, or he'll give you peace about it, or you get back to wherever you're coming from and you pray about it, and God will give you peace about a situation to where you have this unshakable determination. And it's like, did you not see the giants that we saw? Why are you so certain that we can conquer these giants and conquer the land and take it from these huge giants that have fortified cities, big walls, and you think that we can do that? Yes, we can, because it's not by our ability, but it's by his. He is with us. He gave us this land. Do you think that he's going to let us conquer it by ourselves? No. Your relationship with God gives you the confidence that many do not have to do the things that seem impossible, but in the end, you succeed, but he gets the glory because it was all through his power and his might that he used through us to get the job done. So if your response to a situation is, I'm gonna backtrack, I'm gonna go back and do whatever we're doing back there in Egypt, I'm gonna let y'all handle that, you're gonna miss out on so much, because there is perfect peace that way. There's only destruction back that way. So you're gonna have to go through stuff to get to that, but that's why we lean on the Lord and not our own understanding, because we can be real stupid. All right, y'all be blessed.